talk about what that is. Just a second, let me pin something. How do I do this shit? Okay, I'm just gonna let people guess how to do it because I don't know how to work this. I don't know how to do this. I'm trying. Okay, I'll just, whatever. Okay, so before going into this, the question box is like, from my phone where I see it, there's comments, and then there's like a little question box with a question mark in it. I don't know how to do this, but I'm sure we can all figure it out together. I don't know. Okay, so, so this live, there's been a lot of stuff going on lately. And on this live, you can ask me, you can ask TK about whatever it is that you feel that myself, TK, both of us need to take accountability. Unfortunately, we're not going to take accountability for anybody else's actions. And I would like to focus on just accountability. I understand if there's other questions about things that don't have to do with the drama, and I'm sorry if I can't answer them right now. I just want to focus on one thing. So ask away, and also I'll let y'all join if you want to hold like a conversation. My little sister just joined. I'm not exactly sure how to do this because I don't want to put things out and be like, this is that. I want people to actually be like, this is what you did, this is how it made me feel, or this is that. That's why I want to do it on the question, because then it can be private and you won't have to like out yourself in front of a bunch of people. So whenever you're ready, questions. Also, there is an individual blocked that is really upset about it. And the reason that person is blocked is because I got sent a screenshot of this person making some very bad memes about joking about us being dead. And so I don't want them on the live when they're making jokes about RIP. So they won't be on this live, unfortunately. But whenever y'all are ready, I'm ready. Can I know which Black woman you're talking about? And for all of these, I do get sunburn on my nose, really bad. Oh shit, it pops up, shit. Okay, I'm gonna let someone join because I'm saying that is easier. Just a second. Shit, how do I need to do this? Let somebody come on here and make jokes about a bunch of Black people dying. I'm sorry if that doesn't look like accountability to you, but I'm not gonna allow people to joke about it and then try to have a conversation with them. I'm not willing to, so that's okay. And somebody's gonna be joining soon, and I think they're gonna have. Yeah, it is people. There's 5 people, and they're all Black. So yeah, it is. And if you don't take that seriously, that's okay, but I do. And I see that as being people that are public figures right now. And we have so many white supremacists following all of us. Saying, as putting that really puts out ideas, and I'm not comfortable with it. EDM is 5 organizers, yeah. There's a lot coming in at once, and so it keeps getting. Let me see if I can use the question picture next to the comment box if you have a question. I want to be able to answer the questions, but all of them are coming in, even the ones that are talking about me being white. I can answer your question. I am 25% white.
Did you dox people?
We dox people? It doesn't say that.
At the last one, it said, but you don't dox people.
Who did I dox? Did I dox somebody just now? There's too many fucking comments.
Please use the voice of your husband. What?
Organizers without money. I can answer this one. And the question says, I have heard that people that you guys aren't accountable for your money. Do you guys tell other organizers about your money? Yes, actually all of us have access to our EDM account. And do you mind giving me?
No, I'll go get the box of receipts.
Okay, because
I'll go get the box of receipts.
About that one. That one was going on for a long time. Shoot, I think they're up there. But with money, in regards of money, I don't think as Black people we need to show people the donations we get. So there are like a few different things that we've gotten money for. From in the beginning, we used to get money for all the material that, yeah. Who?
Yours.
Right there. From all the money that we get. So we have to get our own snacks, and we'd have to get stuff for candles and vigils, but then we started having people come in for that. So at the beginning, that's what most of that would be for. And at like the first week or so, I didn't think to keep receipts until TK was like, you need to start keeping receipts because it can become an issue. And then we got money for, let me think, it's been a long few months. One thing is we got money because we were asked by people to raise money for the houseless folks. And the people that asked us to do that, they saw the receipts, they saw the account, they saw all that stuff. The school drive, the 5 organizers that do that, again, we kept the receipts for that. And then I'm not going to share things about personal money because people do. We are Black people. We deserve reparations for that. So people do give us money. And I think that that's needed for every Black person who's putting themselves out here in this movement. So I'm not going to share on that. And then I'm trying to think. Yeah, I think that's it. So in regards of that, but I want you guys to see this because this has been something that we've never really shut down because we haven't shut down a lot of stuff. Just let it spiral. So before I get on to more questions about it.
Hey, you ready?
Yeah, just let me see it. If anybody ever individually is like, I don't trust these people, and we've offered this to people that have in person said something about it, it's like we keep receipts for everything. For one, when we become like an actual nonprofit, all of this stuff is really important. But these are literally all receipts from the things that we have spent on other people when we're raising money for them. And so any questions about it, and you see us sometime and I have my car with me, be like, hey, can I see the box? Because blah, 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 we don't trust you, whatever. That's cool. You can do this. You can pick out fun receipts and see what they've been spent on different things and people. So that answers that question around accountability and money. And also, I still feel like people, especially Black people, shouldn't have to show you proof of their money, but it's here. Let's go on. Yeah, because maybe you've done months of harm. Yeah, and I'm trying to talk about it. What happened to the donations for Diaz? The only donations that I have regarding Diaz was in the GoFundMe, and Diaz has full access to that. I no longer have access to it. We switched it over to their name, and that's the only fundraising that was ever done for EDM and Diaz, like one and the same. Yeah, I'm mad about gravestone memes. I'm not really cool with it.
It's quite childish if you ask me. That is real childish. to like wish death on on people
Yeah, I don't like that
who are
one.
literally always being targeted.
You regularly post screenshots of chats and Twitter on your IG. That's doxing. Do I regularly do that? I know that I did it to 2 individuals last week, or was it last week? I believe it was last week or the week before. And those individuals, one of them had actually assaulted a Black person. And so I didn't post their full names. I made sure their full names were on it. And I also went through their Twitter to make sure their full names were on there so they didn't get doxed. And the big yellow van said they talk like cops, sensitive like them too. Yeah, we are sensitive, and that's okay.
Nothing wrong with being sensitive.
Wait, so you don't really want to take accountability then if you want to close where your funds go? I didn't close where it goes. I just explained that to y'all, but maybe you didn't see that first. We never got 30K for snacks. I'm a little confused on that. If other Black people want, and anybody want to see this stuff, they can come see it. Oh yeah, and in the beginning, we would buy White Claws. Also, when we bought stuff for the houseless community, we asked for a list from them, and a lot of things like White Claws and weed and stuff were on that list, and that is okay. That is perfectly fine. You can't just pick and choose what you're holding yourself accountable for. That's not accountability. And when you cause harm, you don't get to choose what's accountability. I would like for y'all to tell me what accountability looks like, what the actual issue is. If we could get like, literally, this is what you did to this person, get some order rather than shouting out random things. Cause a lot of the stuff, I'm not sure what y'all are talking about. Furnishing in my apartment. Yeah, I got a lot of donation. I got used donations, but that's not EDM related. That's me related. And I can get help with that. That is perfectly fine. Like, what does accountability look like for getting help with moving in? And it's not an apartment, but what is accountability like that? What does it look like when I get help? We never asked for control of any car brigade funds at all. What happened with Car Brigade, and I see that there's a lot of questions, I'll get through these ones over here. What happened with Car Brigade, and we made this very clear to a large group of Car Brigade people. Car Brigade had too much money, therefore they wanted to become their own organization or nonprofit. And I don't know if y'all know what that means, but that means that they will be getting paid for that. Everything that they use, they have to keep the receipts and then they'll get a tax refund for that. And where does that money go? So we suggested that it get used for Black folks, not these Black folks, because we don't need it. It was like used for other Black folks. Like there was a Black person that I can think of right now that I remember talking about not being able to pay their rent. And I was like, there's people like that could be getting helped. And they said they couldn't use it for that because it would be fraud. And then actually we found out from somebody who's a lawyer that it's not fraud because they are not an organization.
They're not a 501c or C3. They're not a 501c3, which means they're not officially a nonprofit organization, which means any donations that they get right now can be used for whatever they designate them for.
Yeah, and so we're suggesting that they use it on Black people that need help since this is a Black Lives Matter movement, but that got shut down because of the fraud thing. And so we're just like, okay, that makes sense. Because we all see daily, literally daily things of GoFundMe's going around and people's Cash App and Venmos, and like there's Black people in need, not white people. Like why give it to white people? Somebody who was removed doxing people, you defended them, and who they were linked to, who has abused so many people here and in PDX. So let's talk about the situation. Somebody who was removed doxing people, you defended them, and who they were linked to. I think I defended them in a way. I do believe that I do. Oh my God, what are my words? I'm nervous and I'm gonna get, people are literally gonna be like, you can't even talk, it's fine. I do believe that I defended them in a way where I was asking for answers. And I think next time what I can do when it comes to those situations is go straight to the person that they're saying did these things and just have that conversation with them rather than asking other people that were involved or know about the situation what happened. And I did. I involved an Indigenous two-spirited person that I'm not really familiar with, but we have each other on social media. They're big in activism work, and I thought it would be a good idea. but I should have asked before bringing that person into a chat if everyone was okay with it. And I think that's where things went wrong. A lot of the things that went down in that chat, I'm not okay with, but in terms I should have asked first, and I think I can do that moving forward. Of course, not in car brigade chats because I don't want to be in the car brigade chats. What happened to the money for Diaz? The money for Diaz is still there. They have access to all of that. I have no access to any of it. And you can actually go see the GoFundMe that's still up. The Diaz question seems pretty important. It is pretty important. I think y'all can ask Diaz directly that they have access to all of that money. I don't have access to any of it. Why did you keep wanting to get control of car brigade? Why did you keep wanting to get control of car brigade? Could you be more specific of what that means? And I can answer it. They harbor abusers. Can you tell me which abusers and can address that? And the Diaz question is getting brought up again. Again, ask Diaz about that. Diaz has access to all of those funds. Am I an op? Well, I wish I was an op because then I'd stop getting my fucking ass beat by police. But unfortunately, I'm not a fucking op. I'm just a black person. Okay, I'm gonna skip the comments. I'm sorry, y'all. Could we have a quick rundown what happened that led to this? I am out of the loop. So what led to this? I think it's actually many months of what led to all of this. And the only things that I know about, and some people are gonna say there's more things, but to my knowledge, the things that have happened is not allowing white people to beat the shit out of a black person. Let me think. And then, babe, can you help me on this? I'm trying to think of like all that adds up to this. Oh, there was actually Big Yellow Van had done some pretty nasty things to people in Car Brigade, and then we stood up for that person because we didn't know all the pieces.
Until we had a meeting with everybody, and everybody laid it all out on the table, and once we actually knew what was going on, that person...
Yeah, we removed that person, but the thing is, in that situation, and we talked to almost all Car Brigade people when we had another meeting, we fucked up. We attacked people in that thing and told them, like, leave your personal feelings at home. Like, we literally told them that, and like, this is for Black Lives Matter, and it was wrong for us because we didn't know everything. Like, we didn't know every single part of that. Like, we should have talked to everybody and we should have known, but that was wrong. That was horrible. And we talked to some people about that. We haven't gotten to talk to every single person about that. And we don't get to talk to every single person about that, but that was on us. And then
we'll take responsibility.
Yeah, we did fuck up there, and I've talked about it, and I will talk about that again. And then next action leading up to all of this. These months have been long. Oh, and the next action was we were asked specifically by certain people, Black people, to raise funds for the houseless people for them to stay in a hotel. That hotel thing ended up being people not actually getting into a hotel. I guess it was like a coup. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess it was a fake thing that didn't actually happen. So
yeah, and so we asked the people that we raised the money for what to do with that money, and they wanted to just use it for the houseless. So we got a list, and then we talked to X person and actually recorded that conversation because X person has said some pretty nasty things about us online before. And in that conversation, I think, like, on my part, what I did was fucked up is I told them, like, I'm giving you a few options, which is A, we can refund all of the money that was donated for these houseless people because they wanted us to lie in the caption and say that we were working with Capitol Hill Community Center and we weren't working with them. So it's like, we're not lying and doing that. So we can A, refund all the money back. We can stop donations from coming in, give people,
take whatever money came in.
Yeah.
And like stop people from donating and take whatever was left that came in and finish out like buying stuff for the houseless community. And that person was like, well, it's already up there, so there's no
Oh wait,
point.
no, but there was parts missed out. We
What?
also like gave that person the option to delete the post, like the
Yeah.
post that we made. So I think going with that, after looking back at it, what we could have done was ask that person how we can help them with the money rather than giving them options. And I can see how that is fucked. And we did try to have a follow-up conversation with this person, but it didn't. And then I guess the next thing, I can't talk too much about this because it can incriminate people, but basically the story that needs to be known is that there was a white person who assaulted a black person, and the black person got defended for that action. And then now we have the Carbagate situation, what happened yesterday, and I'm not good at talking. And then we have the why have you been harassing older black women that are in Carbagate. I haven't been harassing anyone, honestly. What has been, and I sent this to some of our Carbagate people, the screenshots of it, I actually have just been asking them to give me some space. I love that person, and me and that person have had our falling outs. I don't want to dox that person, but somebody's saying their name, but me and that person have had fallings out. But what happened is the person is asking me to have a conversation with them. And I told them I need some space. And then they're asking me to have a conversation with them with a mediator. And I'm like, right now, I can't, like, I need some space. And also someone saying you refused to allow her to lead Carbagate. No, this person was not denied getting allowed to leave Carbagate. If you were in the chat, that person had actually said 2 days ago, Tati and TK put me in a position to speak for Carbagate. So that, like, that indicates that that's what happened. And this person that we are speaking about, and people are going to keep saying their name, and I'm not going to because I'm going to keep this video up, but this person has expressed that they can't be on the ground. And so we asked them what it is that they want us to do. But I still need space. And no, not because this person called me out, but I messaged this person in private and I told them I'm emotionally exhausted and I don't want to continue with a conversation after I explained something to them a bunch of times. And then they screenshot it and posted it. And I told them, like, I don't want to have a conversation right now. And them doing that was a really, really, really bad break of my trust. And so I'm not going to say, why are you cropping screenshots trying to target other black women? Which black women did I target? If you're talking about the person I was just talking about. Someone's asking if I'm a clout chaser for not following them back.
No.
Sorry. I don't want my feed to be cluttered. What do you feel like you need to take accountability for? I feel like I need to take accountability for not keeping everybody in the loop of everything that's going on. And the conversations that are being held. Because I feel like when, say for all of you, aren't in this conversation of things that are happening and us having conversations with other people, us not posting it online, because that's honestly something that myself and a lot of people around me don't do, because we just don't go online and say what had happened and went down. But lately, I have been the one who has broke the silence and has been saying shit online. But I feel like I need to take accountability, and the same thing with having these meetings with individuals, like also letting y'all know what's going on so you know. Let's see. I feel like this one keeps getting brought up, and TS has that money. I would ask them personally. I don't have any control of it. This live is so people can talk to me about the things that I need to take accountability for. Oh,
I'm over here
the
too.
woman that your security assaulted did not assault a black woman. Please stop claiming this. I'm so sorry, but I'm not going to sit here and lie to people. And there are screenshots of that person admitting it. I'm so sorry. I'm not going to lie or just say this person got assaulted for no reason. This person allegedly got assaulted with reason. And it sucks because that person was very triggered, the Black person. And I'm so sorry, but that's something I'm not going to take accountability for. I'm not going to take accountability for white people doing whiteness and getting shit for it. Somebody. This is a question I'm seeing. Y'all posted her GoFundMe for emergency surgery, but won't give extra funds from TK's card. Well, I feel like that's a personal thing, and honestly, I would ask yourself why somebody else's pain means that the other person that's in pain needs to just be like, here you go, like, take everything that we have. Mind you, like,
bro.
This is your trauma. I'm not going to speak on it.
Oh, look, bro, listen. So you're basically saying, so imagine if I really when I hit that tree, just imagine if I'd have died. And then my family did the same exact thing. Would you have told my family or my mother, hey, I know TK's dead, but you should give this money to somebody else? What type of sense does that make?
And a lot of people are bringing up, it wasn't TK's car, it was one of our EDM members' car, like
exactly.
Our logistics team. But in the GoFundMe, which I actually made, it doesn't say that it's TK's car, it says a new car. And we had to pay that person, and we need to wait to give that person the money because they have to come over. But that person is getting fully paid for their car that was totaled. And so, like, take that into consideration.
I could have lost my life, and you guys were worried about money.
Let's go to the next one. That person got all of their money back for the car, and I think they well deserved it. I don't think somebody else's trauma. Recap the word Black woman was defended. The event you're saying was the...
Bro, that is crazy. People who say stuff like that. Like, I'm just...
Some people are asking you why you only consider eating Black. Are you sure? Misunderstanding. So EDM is like the organizers of it are 5 Black people, but there are different branches to EDM that are amazing people, people of color, Indigenous people, and other Black people. But the organizers of EDM are 5 Black people, if that makes sense. That's good. And if you guys could do it in the question thing, because I could answer better. Why are you cropping screenshots trying to target other Black women? Cropping which ones? Be more specific, and I can answer this for you. I think I kind of just answered this one of what do you see that I've done wrong? I think what I've done wrong is I've come at people before knowing all the facts. Like hard, full on hard. I've come at people without knowing everything. And I think what really led up to this live today was the events that have happened the last 2 days, which is inviting somebody into people's space. And my pronouns are they, them, by the way, which was inviting people into other folks' space that have been harmed by this person without knowing it. And so I think accountability looks like changing that behavior. Once again, I won't be in those chats anymore. I left them, but moving forward and say other chats or other houses or events, not letting people just come in without asking them. And I think that's one of the things that we can go for this question. Because I don't think for this question right here, I don't think making jokes about people dying I don't think it's funny.
It's not something to joke about, like, bro. Yeah. Especially not when, like, all of us have literally had our lives.
And then people that are saying you knew she had harmed Car Brigade. No, I didn't know that she had harmed Car Brigade.
Everything people kept telling us about that situation, they're talking about Big Bill event, right?
No, they're talking about a different person.
Well, I know.
Yeah, I don't want to say their name on here.
How do you know? You don't know anything until people tell you things. You can't just assume that people know anything.
Yeah.
And then when you tell people things, like, it literally was, like, I'm not gonna, like, sit here, it is what it is, but, like, I just felt like if somebody is sitting there telling you that, hey, this person is heavily involved in my life in personal ways, and you guys are saying that this person is not safe, I think that person asking has the right to know specifically why that person isn't safe.
Yeah.
Especially when they're so involved in their life personally.
If that doesn't make sense, I'm just changing the question so that
Yeah.
person's name isn't up there anymore. If that doesn't make sense to you, they were kicking out somebody who's actually been a lot of help for my sister and my family, and I kept asking why and what was going on. And I was just asking them questions, and I was getting the runaround, and they didn't want to share the screenshots of what two white individuals had said on Facebook that made this person that I very much trust a safety threat. And so I reached out to some other folks, and then I was suggested to add somebody to the chat. And that person's like, add me to the chat. Let's conversate with everyone about it. And then once I added people to the chat, yes, I was then told that this person has done X, Y, and Z to them. Not saying that they did it, not saying that they didn't, because I don't know those things to be true or false. But that's when everybody had said it. And I think that was wrong. I shouldn't have added somebody. I should just read minds. I don't want to dox Big Yellow Van. Well, it's not your name. Sorry. Also, a lot of the shit of accountability of what it looks like is because we stuck up for this person, and we were wrong for that, and we have talked to many individuals about sticking up for this person. There's a lot. Baby, can I see your phone and block a person that's spamming
My
the
phone's
phone?
not.
Oh shit.
And your thing turned off.
I'm sorry. Why did you call a beloved black person a token? When did I call this person their token?
Never did. That's just a sleep.
And I'm sorry, Big Yellow Vent, but it's not lying. We literally, like, car brigade people in here, because I know they're in here, could tell you that we did yell at a whole group of at least 15 people because we thought that everyone was bullshitting, and that was wrong. We thought everyone was bringing their own feelings about you into something when really we didn't know all the facts. And that is something that, once again, I did, not the whole team, but I did the other day by bringing this person in. At 150-day march,
What?
that's when I did it. Was it me, like me specifically?
Wait, did what?
I called somebody a token. Yeah, well, making dead jokes isn't cool either. But was it me specifically, or was it like the team? Okay, people are saying that it was me. Okay, if it was me, I did yell a lot of shit that day. Like a lot of shit that day. And I'm gonna say that I did say one of those things. So what happened that day and afterwards, I'm fucked for doing it. I yelled at a lot of people and I shouldn't have.
That wasn't 150 days, it was election day.
Oh, election day. Okay,
Yeah.
I think that is the, wait, 150 day?
Because 150 went off without a hitch. 150 was smooth.
Oh, well, wait, people are
That
saying
was election
150.
day. No, it was election day. I'm pretty sure if I'm thinking of the situation they're thinking of, it definitely was election day.
Election day or 150?
I'm pretty sure.
Which I'm asking them. Unfortunately, I'm not going to have a conversation with Jay at the moment, but I will apologize for my behaviors to Jay. I will do that in private and probably not for a while, because making jokes about people dead is not something I want to talk about right now. It was 150. We were all there. Both?
Don't remember that, but okay. I'm pretty sure.
I'm seriously, like, I know you guys were like, stop joking, but I really seriously do want to know. Can you tell me when I said it?
Like, specifically, when during 150?
Yeah, because seriously, like, that's the honest truth, is I don't remember.
150 going off without a hitch, and a certain whatever left before.
Yeah, the reason I'm saying is because I was going into detail about election day. I yelled that day and I went off and I said a whole lot of shit. It wasn't aimed at one person, but I was yelling at least a group of 30 people that were in Black Bloc. And I was yelling at them, saying all kind of nasty things.
I was too.
On election
a lot of us were.
You told my black friend she only listens to white people. I don't know what the fuck this is supposed to mean, but it wasn't appropriate.
Sure.
Someone said that I did that, so I guess I can talk to Jay about that, but Dead Serious would like to know when and where. And I can reach out to Jay. Reaching out to
Yeah, I'm sitting over here too. People can ask
reaching
questions.
out to people has never been good in the past. Like trying to talk to them from a specific group, I've just gotten pushback, and
We've all got
yeah,
pushback.
other people have gotten
Every single time.
pushbacks. People have like screenshot it, making jokes, saying, "Ha, they won't have a conversation." So that's a little scary, but I personally will have conversations with folks. Okay, wait, I'm going to more questions. How come you haven't taken a stand about X person and X person when you were told how harmful they are? What kind of stand would you like me to take? Because I can't say their names out loud, but what kind of stand would you like me to take? I'm not, first of all, never in my life am I going to sit here and do that to an Indigenous two-spirited person. I'm not about to put a bunch of information that I don't know is true on the internet. I don't know people that are saying it, and I don't know the person that they're accusing, and that's not my place. I'm trying to go more questions, but this is fucking hard. People want to know more questions about money, and I'm going to tell you guys again, you can ask questions about the money. You could literally come up to us in person, yourself personally, because I don't have the time and energy to see how much money is spent. I don't have the energy for that, but I will sit there with you as you go through all of it, and you can calculate it, because I don't have time for that to give people receipts, but they can look at these receipts themselves.
For sure. What does accountability?
Someone said, can you speak to the conversation that you had with blank? The person that was in the chat, and I'm not going to say their name, but the Black person that was in the chat, explaining to me and others how this certain person was toxic, that conversation went. They told me a little bit about this person that everybody doesn't seem to like, and told me that they were toxic in Portland. And I told this person that I don't know if that's true. I'm not gonna believe it, but I'm not saying that you're lying. Like, I don't know either side. And like, that's what our conversation was about. The rest of it was about Black people stuff that we talked about that I don't think everyone needs to know. But in terms of this Black person educating me on what this Indigenous person did to cause harm in the community, we talked about it. I listened to them, and I did explain to them as well that I don't know this Indigenous person very well. So again, I cannot be like, this person did do this or this person didn't do that, because I don't know them very well. Let's see. Why does it say I have all these questions, but I can't see any of them? Look. It says there's that many, but I can't see them.
You're probably looking at them. You just have to find them. Where you were talking about that person, dogs,
No, I was told that this person doxed somebody, and the information that it could possibly get to the feds, and nobody shared real proof with that. Like, if somebody told you your friend did this, and this person has been there for you, and you're like, I trust this person, I feel like they're a safety hazard, can you give me proof of that? And they said no, and I respected that. And so I went to the source of where the stuff was coming from and the people being accused, and got information. The person was a part of doxing, and if you don't want to listen to what I say about the other stuff, I don't care. The person that was doxed, like that doesn't have much to do with me. I just wanted to make sure the person that I was trusting with my information wasn't a safety threat. And I think what they got doxxed was their whiteness. Like the screenshots that the person posted was them being white and toxic towards an indigenous person. Like that's what they were, not taking away from if people have felt like they were harmed by this indigenous person or they actually were. That's not my decision to decide. But the screenshots that the person got doxxed that said that this person was a safety threat is not a safety threat to me, in my personal opinion, as a Black person. As a Black person, if there are white people saying certain things, please tell me about it so that I am not around these people.
And there's something else we need to remember here. Safety looks a whole lot different between white people and Black people.
Hold on, can people not bring up my abuser? It was sexual abuse and the abuse that people were saying that they got from this person. Actually, go in the chat. The people weren't saying that this person's abuser. They're saying this person is toxic. But can we not, like, I get that we're having a conversation, but can we not have that person's name brought up just because it's triggering? Why is there somebody in here putting a hashtag that says me too? And now a lot of people are doing it.
This live is your downfall. What?
I don't really care if it's my downfall, and I'm not ignoring Jay. Jay never reached out to me personally. Yes, I was told about the harm that this person did afterwards, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna come publicly and say a bunch of stuff about this person.
That's
Who's Jay?
264. Make sure that's what it says.
Yeah, I blocked you, and I said why, because you literally made jokes about people dying, and like I said earlier, if you weren't here, I'm more than down to have a conversation with you, but I'm not having one right now, especially with my emotions so high in the air. It won't be an effective conversation, and it won't be a good one, because
Joking about people dying is not funny, bro. Like, it's cool to have differences and.
okay, so let's have a conversation that's not going to be very effective with Jay. Jay, if you're 206 Squirrel, go ahead and request. I'll request that you come. Let me see, go live. If that's you, let's have it. I'm not in a headspace to give that type of stuff with my emotions, but y'all want it so bad. I'm gonna do it. It's okay. It's okay. Can we stop talking about the abuser thing with me? Because literally, so many women came forward about that person. So please leave it out of that. Leave that whole shit out of it. I guess so. You guys are so good with, hey, if you're not emotionally prepared to have a conversation and then you have it and it goes bad, like, that is what it is. I invited you.
Oh, we're letting them in. Don't worry.
My pronouns are they, them. Jay's pronouns are she, they. We're waiting for Jay to join the conversation. We're speaking to this person that I
We
literally
accepted it.
accepted it. And I'm requesting you again.
Literally.
Can be in this too. Hello.
Hello. Hold on. I can't hear y'all. And I don't know why.
It might be me. My blanket. Can you hear us now?
Okay, I think I can hear you.
Okay.
Alright. Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
Why can't I hear anything? Hold on. I can't hear anything.
I'll exit you out and then you can come back.
Oh, it thinks it's a phone call.
Okay, let me see.
Just go to request again.
No, I have to request from them again. Let's see. Go live. There we go. Okay, can you hear us?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a little low.
Are you also able to see the question?
I think I need headphones. Where are my headphones? Headphones would be great for this. Alright.
Sorry, I'm not looking.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Hello?
Hello. Y'all hear me?
I can hear.
Alright, dope. Alright. All good?
I can hear you.
All right, cool. So first off, that meme was literally about the organization itself. It wasn't about anybody specifically. If it was about someone specifically, I would have like just put someone's name on there. Like everyone knows me, I'm bold. Like also, it didn't even come from me. It came from a Twitter post that someone else had made regarding the fact of everything that y'all should be accountable for. So you asking these questions is dumb because everyone has been telling you what you need to be accountable for.
Okay.
And the
All
fact that you
right
blocked
now.
me right before this live is just ridiculous. Because I'm just like,
Do you know
I'm
why
one of the
you're
main
blocked?
people calling you out, and I'm the main person on Twitter saying fuck EDM. Everybody knows that. You know why? Because y'all harbor abusers. There's so many people in your fucking ranks and shit that are just abusers, and you don't deal with none of this shit. And then when people call you out, you get on everybody and tell them that they're pieces of shit, and it's wrong.
Let them go for it.
Oh, good.
You put me in here. I'm gonna call you out. You wanted to have an accountability check. This is an accountability check.
Can I say something about one of those people? Because I literally distinctly remember before you guys kicked me out of one of the chats, asking somebody, me and somebody having an exchange about a particular somebody, and we came to an agreement. Me and this particular somebody came to an agreement that this person would literally send a whole list of everything that this particular person has done, so that way nobody could jump to any conclusions or any assumptions without knowing everything.
Cool.
And
That's just one person though. That's cool. What about all the other motherfuckers? Like, I'm not about to put their names out there, but like, that's just one motherfucking person.
Can I finish? You feel me? I heard you up. Can you know? Like I said, me and this person literally agreed on that. Until this day, as of right now, that has still not been sent.
That's fantastic. You still only talking about one motherfucking person.
What I'm saying is you guys are saying all this.
Can I ask a question?
Go ahead, baby.
What other people have given things that these people have done?
All right. So
No, don't
all the
give their
people that
names.
I need to talk, of course not. Yeah. But all those people are from ENDD that got kicked out because they're abusers. ENDD is the only venue that is abuser free because they keep it that way. Everybody in there. We may have an op in there, but everyone's blocked up, so you don't know who the fuck anybody is. But we do know when the abusers are there, and they are not there no more. You can ask anybody who's been from ENDD is now all of a sudden an EDM.
Can I ask a question?
You know, because go for it.
So, do you remember the conversation we told you that we had with a specific person? Like, do you know what specific person I'm talking about when we had this
Probably
conversation with him, and then those other Black individuals? Do you know which person I'm talking about?
I want to say no, honestly, because I mainly focus on this revolution and not this performative ass bullshit you guys are pulling right now.
Okay, so the conversation,
Like-
the conversation that we had with you last, and the way we explained it, you didn't even tell us those people were abusers then and there, and that's the day after they.
I mean, but honestly, like, if I'm by myself and it's just a group of y'all, I'm not about to put myself out there, because I was literally sitting in a group with 2 or 3 other
No,
abusers.
that's valid, but
So,
you
like,
never messaged any of us. That's valid for you to not want to.
I mean, but if
still
they are
never
with
messaged
you
any
and
of
you
us.
know they got kicked out of one group, it's
That's
not my
not what
problem.
they told us,
That's exactly
though.
why I just stayed away from EDM. It's not my problem. If they want to drop over to
It's
you
not
and
our
you don't want to
problem
do your
if
own
you don't have the
research, that's not mine.
information.
That's, I mean,
I'm
but even
so
then, if
sorry
you're not
you
willing to
can't
do your
read
own
minds.
research, that's
Unfortunately,
exactly, you
read
can't.
minds.
Yes, I am black. I saw that comment. I am black. But honestly, if you're not willing to do your own research, that's not on me. This whole revolution is about doing your own motherfucking research. And if you're not about to do the research about the people you running with and why they got kicked out of one group, and I'm pretty sure people have told you why they got kicked out of the group, because I know
Actually, they
people
haven't.
have said something.
Actually, they haven't. The reason they told us they got kicked out is because they didn't beat somebody's ass. Because they didn't beat a black person's ass. That's why we got
No,
they got
the
kicked
wrong.
out.
No,
Unfortunately, I'm
wrong.
not gonna
They
kick
got
them
kicked out because they did
I'm
not protect
gonna
a black woman who got
listen,
punched in the face.
I'm not going to kick them out for not beating
That
somebody's
same
ass
person
that
also
they were
laughed at
afraid
that
of.
black woman's face
If
about
they
getting
were-
punched in the
if they
face.
felt like they were afraid
So-
of this person and they didn't want to fight them, I'm so sorry, but I'm not going to be like, you didn't beat somebody's ass. You're
I'm not
fine.
talking about the
If there's
fight.
other-
I'm not
if there's
talking about
other
the fight.
things that are in- if
See,
there's
look,
other
they're
things
talking
that are
over me. Y'all hear
happening-
this? Y'all
Wait,
hear
I'm
them
still
talking over me,
I'm literally
right?
talking.
Because you're saying the wrong information. I'm trying to correct you. If you're not, I'm not about to let you overstep me and say the wrong information. Okay? So what
Okay,
happened
what's the
is they kicked that
information
person out
that
because they did not defend a black woman. And they continue to not defend a black woman in my presence, and even laughed at that black woman for getting punched in the face in my presence. So, like,
And that
Of course
was
my audio is
was
louder.
when?
that, I mean, right now. But honestly, honestly, if you're not willing to do your research behind it, that's not my problem. Okay, so but my only point is you not doing your research beforehand, because this person's been an abuser for months. How do they get kicked out of the EDM for months, and you're just like, I wonder why they're not allowed back there? Like, I mean, even then, if you're not willing to do your own research, it's not up to me to tell you. Like, niggas will just stay away from you, as
So
it's
can I
been
ask a
showing.
question?
Like,
Can I ask a question?
yeah.
So you're saying that this person was kicked out because they didn't defend somebody?
I mean, they still don't defend. They've literally abused me. They've been in my face. So, like, I don't respect them or, like, anything they want to try and do because they're an abuser towards women or femme-presenting people, you know? So,
are there,
either way,
you're telling us right now that they've
this
been
conversation's
abused.
going in
Then-
circles. Either way, you harbor abusers. Like, I don't know what else
Okay.
you want me to fucking do.
All right, so that
We-
one we
yeah.
can talk to the team about it, and if they literally
Yeah,
since
y'all
no one
can
else
figure
gives
that
us
out
access
on your own
information,
team. Because
yes, we
me
can
and my
figure that
crew,
out.
we got our own backs. When we say we got our backs, we mean that. I don't know about y'all, because I've seen you punch comrades after I said it was okay. I'm done with this conversation, y'all.
They're gonna call you. Talking over them, you have to ask them.
Look, I'm gonna just say this. It's crazy that this is being said now.
This
but
is
nobody-
performative as fuck.
You're just now telling us this. When have you ever told
I'm
us this?
sorry,
It's not just me. Why is it just up to me? There's a whole community of people that I know have said something. So you relying on just one black voice is wrong. Yeah, I'm about to leave. All right, y'all. I said my piece. I love you guys. I'll be out soon. Bye.
I'm gonna say this once, and then who's this white security member? I genuinely want to know. I'm so sorry, but I can't read your minds. That's the truth. Holding people to this pedestal because they are helping lead a revolution does not mean they can read your fucking mind. I'm so sorry, but I wasn't able to do it then before I was in this shit, and I'm not able to do it now, and I'm not gonna start trying to by looking at y'all. Sorry.
And to clarify, that is the first time we've ever heard that information.
Not the information about them
The
getting kicked out.
specifics of it.
Them getting kicked out because they didn't defend somebody. Like, I'm not kicking somebody out because they didn't want to fight. That's wrong. If people don't want to go the violent way, it's not our job to force that. And I'm so sorry. Like, I'm sorry. If they're like, hey, I'm not beating somebody's ass, oh well. I'm not
Look, that is literally the first time we've heard.
I'm
this
not gonna get mad
specific
at them for it. That's That's the truth.
But that's literally the first time we've heard those type of specifics. Nobody's ever said those type of specifics before.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.